from Bad Monkey Studios in beautiful Amish country, heard throughout these fabulous United States and around the globe on the World Wide Web. This is the B Team with Cory and Jim. What's half the B Team? Because they're only going to get half of it today.
It would be the D.
I'm so sorry.
Team.
Yeah. Well, we're that anyway.
You know it.
I've got a fungus.
Something
I've got
happening. You want to explain to the folks what you got lined up here?
Well, this.
Yeah, all of that.
This is a puke bucket.
Have you
for real?
Have you yacked in that?
I have.
Like
no,
before I came.
Yeah.
How soon or how
this morning?
Oh, okay.
Upon awakening from slumber. Well, what it's like an hour and a half slumber, if you call that.
Yeah. What else?
Broken up sleep.
What you got there?
I've got Theraflu.
That's a big ass mug, man.
Some would call that a bowl.
I would call that a bowl, but it's got a handle. But so technically, it's a mug.
It's full of Theraflu, and I have snot rags
or Kleenex. But they're Puffs. They're not Kleenex brand.
Are they? Yeah, they're Puffs brand.
Yeah,
and they're
not a sponsor.
There's a movie tie-in.
The movie tie-in is what? Secret Life of Pets. That was funny.
Secret Life of Pets.
That was funny.
How old is that though? Have those been
the
set
show?
around a while? The Secret Life of Pets. How long has that been out? A minute, right?
Less than a year.
Yeah,
I feel like. I don't know for sure though.
So I feel like hell today. Unfortunately,
I don't know why you're yelling, but
Cory's going to have to do. Am I? Because I can't hear a thing.
Oh,
it's all up here.
You're loud, but
down here, of course, I'm stage
Perfection.
ready. I'm stage
Perfection.
ready.
If you look at that Da Vinci, this guy, that's you. He modeled that after you. He told me so. He called me the other day.
All day, every day. But it's the flu, the fungus is up here, and I can't
like a fog.
Hear, can't smell, and God forbid I can't taste.
You just got to keep chugging that Theraflu, bro.
And this is my wife's birthday weekend, so I have nothing else. I had nothing scheduled but eating
how convenient
lasagna and cheesecake.
That some kind of a sickness befall you on your wife's birthday weekend.
Yeah.
When maybe some requests might be placed upon you.
Somebody may or may not have wanted to go to Chicago for the weekend. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't do those things if I'm sick.
Yeah. Let me just say that you probably walked into some kind of maybe a 24-hour response and just had people cough in your face. That's what I feel like you did in preparation for this week.
Well, listen, all the jobs I got.
You're doing a lot.
For about 3 hours out of a day, I'm around Amish folk, who they believe in. They boil some weeds and drink the juice off of it to make themselves feel better. All right? So they don't believe in all that stuff.
True.
And then another 2 hours a day, I'm with children from the age range of...
Dude, those are... kids are carpet bombs.
5 to 9.
Yeah.
And
that's where you got it.
Another 2 hours
that's where you got
a day.
You don't need to scope any further. That's where you got your sickness.
Yeah.
Those carpet bombs, man.
Yeah.
They just touch everything, each other, stuff outside, inside.
And there's things in my office, there's all kinds of things to play with.
Yep.
There's all kinds of things to help the kids relax. And
you have to explain a little bit. What did you do?
No. I'm leaving it right there on the table.
That's phenomenal. That is phenomenal. Whew.
And the rest of my day, I have 3 kids who are in school, elementary age, and one who's middle school age. And then my wife is a teacher. So all that, all that comes in.
You've got no chance. Did you get your flu shot?
No, on the 27th.
You had it scheduled?
The school gives them on the 27th. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
You're doing that.
They're doing it one day.
I got you. No. Everybody does that. Yeah, one day only. Like you can walk into any CVS and get one. I think.
Yeah.
I don't though.
So unfortunately, you're going to have to do the heavy lifting today.
That's all right. It's funny that you mentioned Amish though, because I almost destroyed 2 of those big ones, the big draft horses. Yeah. This guy, man, he's an Amish dude. He was in his wagon.
Yeah.
He's probably going to do some farming or something. And you know how, like, if you're coming on that little back road up to your street here, I was coming around that curve right where that driveway is.
Yeah.
And thank God he like threw the brakes on him real quick. Hey! One of those. I saw 2. I slowed down, man. But if those things would have came out, my vehicle would have been destroyed.
Yep.
I probably would have died for sure. You could have threw up a little RIP out there.
You would have
next to the squad.
Crap.
Yeah. There was 2 of them. I was for sure going to drown in feces.
Unreal.
They were the big ones, man. Anyway.
Did you know what I had to do last weekend because of your mission and I was out of town doing some chuckles? I replayed our launch.
Did
initial, you? Yeah.
Nice.
Our very first. It wasn't received. Well,
people don't like it when you half-ass it, you know?
No, because I didn't think I turned my camera on.
You got it.
They said that they can, go into our YouTube channel and watch
and do the same thing.
They want. Yeah, but I made it easy. I thought I was making it easy for everybody and easy for us.
No.
Oh, and you know what? What else people
just because we don't do a show every week we don't have to put out a show every week. You know, we're busy guys now.
True.
You know, stuff's happening. So
a couple of shows ago, I started the show with that thing that from Step Brothers.
Yeah, Boats and Hose.
Yeah. No. The one where this is a house of
learned doctors.
Yeah, you're not a doctor. You're a wow.
Big fat girl headed.
Yeah, I didn't get that. Wasn't received positively either.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, people just don't like that stuff. I think people thought it was us at first.
Oh no.
Why do you guys have to come right out of the gate profane?
I don't know.
It's like, well, that's just a really funny scene from a funny movie. I wasn't trying to be gross or profane or.
Yeah, you were. I mean, that's why I played it.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, I'd have played something else.
So, the Cory brand. Tell us about that.
Working on it, you know? It is what it is. How's that therapy food going down?
Ooh.
Pretty good?
Yeah. It's like a spiced apple.
Man, that's the best time of year, dude, right now.
Having the flu?
What? No, that's never fun. Cider, man. I get straight up basic white girl with it when it comes to fall time. Yeah, I like my pumpkin spice.
Oh man,
apple cider. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. If I didn't care at all what people thought of me, I might even throw on a pair of leggings and some Ugg boots. Just call it a day. If I wasn't worried about offending children on the street.
Well, I know you do have that pair of sweats that says pink across the
yeah.
ass.
Well, that's crucial. Yeah. You know, if you're gonna flaunt it, because the turd cutter I got,
you worked hard.
Let me tell you,
you worked hard on that.
Yeah, that thing's phenomenal.
I'm so uncomfortable right now. It's unbelievable. We're doing some revamping coming up.
Yeah,
I'm revamping the soundboard. Your favorite.
It is my favorite
once
it's used correctly.
Yeah. So I'm revamping the soundboard, and we're going to have somebody coming in to do some reads for us. Oh yeah, speaking of reads, Amazon.com. Go to our website, the B-Team with Cory and Jim.com. Go to the bottom of our homepage, click on the Amazon banner, log in and shop. Yeah.
Till you drop.
Video sticker. Go to video sticker, get you a little video sticker thing you can make your own video Put your own message on there. Put that on a gift or a card or something like that. When the person gets it, they can type in the QR code or whatever. Yep. Excuse me. And I don't think I'm going to vomit. I'm telling myself
if you do,
I'm not
that's
going to
be hilarious. I'm not going to lie to you now.
Nope. The recipient can get a nice little message from you.
Yeah.
And
video sticker
with
no E.
Where can you get some good earbuds?
Tweaked Audio. They got all the best kinds.
Yep. Tweakedaudio.com. And you get how much off if you use
33% and free worldwide shipping. And what is it? Lifetime warranty? It's crazy.
Yeah. Limited lifetime. What do you think a limited lifetime warranty is? What's that mean?
I've always wondered that too, but usually when you go in, it's like it depends. Like, for example, I'll give you some examples here. If you buy a scope from either Vortex or Leopold, however you want to say it, however you want to pronounce it. If you have any issue with that item, contact them, they'll replace it or fix it. That's their warranty.
Wow. Craftsman does that.
Granted, if you don't like intentionally blow it up or something.
Oh, yeah.
Now, limited lifetime warranty, I would assume, would be they'll cover most of it. Like, it's usually like a shelf life, I think. So, like, only a certain amount of time.
Oh.
So it's not a lifetime, or it'll only cover certain aspects. So, like, I don't know, if you have something that has a lot of little tiny parts in it, maybe it'll cover this microphone, let's say. I don't even know if it has a limited lifetime warranty, but maybe like the audio parts in it are guaranteed for the life of it, but small little gaskets or O-rings or whatever, if those fail, then they probably won't replace those, or vice versa, one or the other.
What I thought limited lifetime warranty always meant was, like, if you have those headphones, if you decide to dive off a diving board into the deep end with those on, and they fritz out on you, that's on you.
Well, sure. But even most lifetime warranties, they're not going to do that.
I think it's their way of politely saying, we'll cover this unless you do something stupid.
Yeah, but even I think most, I'm looking it up just because I'm curious.
Do that.
Oh, I'm gonna.
In the meantime, I'm going to give you a little applause just for showing up today.
Thanks. All right, so as the name implies, it's limited to just specific parts, certain types of defects, or other conditions. So there you go. Limited lifetime warranty.
Good one.
Yeah, I'm hilarious, Jim. Everyone knows it. That's why I'm on the show.
Well, it is the recording date of this show is the 6th of October, 2017.
October.
We had a horrible, horrible situation.
Yes.
That has turned into a political firestorm.
Awful.
And
awful.
The only thing, we're not politics here. We're not going to do politics. I just want to, from Cory and I both, say to those people in Vegas, we're with you. You know?
Yeah, man.
Horrible situation.
Awful.
There are some real knuckleheads out there.
Crazy. That was a weird one, too. With the details coming about that guy, it's not typical.
Multi-millionaire?
Which is, that's weird. It's odd.
Off the radar, off the law enforcement radar for the longest time. Yeah.
It's weird, man. It's just odd. Just weird.
It really is.
You know what I mean?
But we'll find it out. There's no sense in getting on social media and just speculating. Oh,
no.
It's going to come out in the investigation. We might not, have the full story for 2 or 3 months or more.
Yeah. That's one thing I don't like about like news now and social media being what it is. It's like everyone's got to be first, but not correct.
Yeah.
Because they're all like, we made a mistake. We'll go back and do it. I just don't like it. It's irritating. I'd rather just, you can have the breaking news story of this happened and then update numbers or whatever as you get them. But, yeah, I would much rather just hit me with that. So, I know about it. And then later on, give me confirmation from an investigation, You know, I'm not going to sit here and be like, well, it could have been this, could have been that. Clearly, he had some mental issues. So,
yep.
Whatever else he was involved in, who knows? But
yeah. Do you, because you're a gun guy, are you familiar with that bump stock thing that they're talking about now? Do you know what is that? I truly don't know what that is.
Well, there was like this movement. Everybody wanted to get automatic weapons for some reason. I don't know, or they think it's cool. If you buy for real, like full auto guns, they're expensive, or they're limited to law enforcement, military only, generally, or some security companies if you got enough coin, I'm sure. But I mean, private citizens own them, but they're very, very pricey. They're not cheap. You're not going to just go spend $1,000 on a full auto gun. But so ways to like bypass that, or certain restrictions that the ATF has. A bump stock was a way to essentially take your semi-auto gun and you're literally just replacing the stock on it. I think, I'm not sure on the specifics, but I think the buffer tube, or the way that the gun recoils and essentially mimics an automatic weapon. So it's not a true full auto gun,
right?
But it's recoiling and affecting the gun in a sense where it's acting like one. You can also, there was guys that were able to do it with just like hooking their thumb on their belt loop and like applying a certain pressure on a trigger and letting the gun recoil, do the same thing.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of just basically the recoil mimicking what a select fire gun can do, just mechanically. Yeah.
I knew when I heard, because there was video almost immediately, and you could hear better than you could see.
Yeah.
And what it sounded like to me, I've heard fully automatic weaponry before. This didn't sound right.
Right.
This sounded, what popped into my mind the minute I heard it was the old cowboy movies where they first discovered the Gatling gun.
Okay.
And it was like tick, 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 tick. And however hard, exactly. However hard or fast you cranked it, the faster
the rate of fire would pick up.
That is exactly what it sounded like to me.
Yeah.
It was really strange. I knew it.
Now, see, I haven't listened to any of the video or anything like that, so
okay.
I don't know. But yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, especially if you've been around full auto fire.
Yeah,
it's the rate, especially if you got that thing just pinned, you can dump a mag super fast.
Yeah, there's a reason old timers call them burp guns, because that's kind of what it's a fully automatic is just that way.
Yeah.
You know, that's about what it sounds like.
For reference, I think you can dump a 30-round mag out of an AR in a second and a half, maybe 2 seconds. I mean, it's quick,
it's fast,
super fast,
and you could tell that wasn't the rate.
No,
with the sound when you listen.
What you're describing, you would be able to tell automatic fire, versus, and that's the bad thing is if you have. It's kind of like the news thing again, is they don't reach out to experts, if you will, for maybe information. They just kind of speculate on, well, it's automatic gunfire because it sounds like it to them. They're not familiar with it, you know. So,
and I do not have a dog in the political hunt at all. I know that people were talking about the NRA, and I will tell you, this is just for me. I received an NRA membership as a birthday gift a decade ago. When it was time to renew, I didn't.
Right.
Do you know why? Because my email and my snail mail, I was just inundated with materials.
Yeah.
And 90% of it was safety materials.
Yeah. Or
you know what I'm saying?
Or renewals membership. Like, hey, your membership's about to expire. Yeah, you got a ton of it.
Yeah. But it was all safety. They were all about safety. And that's all I know about that. I have no, like I said, I don't have an opinion on whether the NRA should exist or not. I personally don't care. I
Oh
don't.
yeah, I'm not. Gonna
I will
get into that
always have a
debate.
gun.
For sure.
If you if I got a letter tomorrow from the president himself said there are no more guns allowed, turn your gun in, I will not do it, nor will you.
Yeah, that wouldn't either.
No, I will not do it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a lot of us like that. But I don't think we're going to be asked to do anything like that.
No, I think I think it's one of those things where you get to. It's a hot button issue. So, and it's really polarizing. You have a lot of people in the middle too, but I mean, you have the gun debate is one of those debates where it's real easy to separate, people because they're either real for it or real against it. It's very rare you get someone like, I don't know. Like sometimes, for sure, but it's more what I find is either they hate guns, don't want anything to do with them, or they I wouldn't call them gun nuts, but I mean they like guns. They're not. Yeah. They don't think it's an issue, which I don't personally believe it's an issue either. But I'm all for hearing out people on their arguments.
Course.
You know what I mean?
Sure. There are people hurt. There are people jumped all over Jimmy Kimmel for some stuff he had to say.
What did he
about
say?
The he basically saying the president and other people should pray for the people of Vegas and pray to God for forgiveness for letting the NRA and gun lobby run the country. That sort of thing. Yeah. And again, that's deep diving into the political pool. I don't want to, but people beat him up. He's from Vegas. Mm. He's going to vent now. To vent like that, I don't know. It doesn't sound like that's all about venting for the people, or hurting for people. It sounds like an agenda kind of thing. But again, I don't.
I think one of the biggest things, especially in our country, is we have to find someone to blame usually for something. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, for an event, you have the big dogs. No, there's no doubt about it. That's common, but yeah, it seems like it's very rare. Do you find people who, I don't know, maybe take time to sort of, formulate like a specific response to an event like that? Mm-hmm. It's always real like, I'm hurt by what happened, so let me throw something out there.
Let me use this opportunity.
Right. Which, I mean, you can, man. It's First Amendment, but I would think it would behoove most people, especially someone that famous, to maybe sit down and especially if you want to say something about it, draft something that's a little bit more pointed and that you might have thought about a little more thoroughly,
and maybe have some people from each side, maybe informing you, somebody that you trust intelligently to inform you from both sides, accept both sides,
Yeah.
Thank you for your input. Thank you for your input. Now that I'm going to draw my own conclusions. And
I would agree with you.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of that, is there? It's usually party lines and all that baloney.
Yeah, it just depends on the person.
This is absolutely going political, isn't it? After I promised.
It's hard not to, man.
It's really hard.
It's hard not to.
My brother, I don't own a weapon like that, anything like that. What they call incorrectly an assault weapon. But my brother does have like an AR-15, that sort of thing. And a couple days after all this started, when it really started getting deeply political, he sent me a thing. He said, I sat my fully loaded AR-15 on my table, and he said, I watched it all day, and it didn't kill anybody. He said, I eyeballed it all day. Didn't do anything to anybody.
Sure. Yeah. So you have that, man. I mean, it is what it is. That's my opinion on the issue.
Yeah.
Just items don't kill people. People do. Yeah. Usually. Now.
Well, you want better. I will take heavier screening to purchase a weapon if we can do heavier screening, mental health screenings. because that's where I think.
I think that's I kind of my opinion on it is a little bit. I don't care. I'll throw it out there. That's what's one kind of portion of it is you have severe mental issues that since we've done away with institutes, are treated kind of really informally, just kind of, we'll keep them in a facility for a bit, check them out as long as questions are being answered correctly and boxes are being checked. Hey, let's send them back out.
Insurance.
Let's send them back out there, right? I think it might be a more or a wiser decision to maybe revisit more permanent facilities for people that have mental issues that are that severe or violent in nature. Not to the point of where, back in the day where shock therapy and doing lobotomies and all that stuff, but places that are secure, you could even set it up in almost like an assisted living thing. So they're not like a padded room or something ridiculous like that, but there's guards, there's an onus on maybe these people being medicated or seeking psychiatric help, where if they can show real reform, then maybe it could be a discussion on being released. But I think we're going on a weird road. It seems like where a lot of stuff's kind of getting treated with kid gloves, or let's find a hug it out way to deal with this problem, which for some things that might work, but I don't think that's the answer for what we've been seeing, because there's no way, I don't care whatever side of the aisle you're on, there's no way you're going to tell me that a completely sane person walked into that Sandy Hook school and killed a bunch of kids.
Right.
That's not, no.
Right.
There's something wrong with that person. I think people are like afraid to say that or hear it, like to say, hey, there's something wrong with that person mentally. That's, I don't know what other way to put it or a nicer way to put it, but that needs to be dealt with somehow.
Well, you better stop short of saying he's retarded. You better stop way
Let me tell you something. You show me one person with Down syndrome that shot up a bunch of people.
Nope.
Now watching inundated some messages. I don't think it's going to happen.
Nope.
You know what I mean? They're too nice.
Only by mistake. Only a misunderstanding. Yeah.
No. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just, that's one thing. So the mental health thing, yes. I'm definitely also, I'm a pro-gun advocate.
Because plastic toy soldiers are for eating. They're not for killing.
How dare you? How dare you, sir? But an object cannot, well, I shouldn't say that an object can kill somebody, but generally, it's not going to happen just by itself. There's usually has to be some kind of an outside external factor that's going to contribute to that item.
And I don't
taking a life.
think, and again, I'm not an expert on any of this. I don't claim to be, don't want to be, and I'm not trying to be. But don't we already have laws against just about everything that guy did?
Yeah.
Everything from, something as antiquated as defrauding an innkeeper. That's one of those from back in the...
Yeah, where you can't spit like 15 feet off a sidewalk, one of those,
You can't use a room to commit a crime. Yeah. And then you know what I'm saying? When you rent a room from somebody at that old, there's certainly laws against murder. There's certainly laws against criminal damaging, breaking out the windows to start shit. There's laws against everything that fella did.
100%.
So adding more laws, I don't think I get that.
No.
But
no,
people are upset.
Sure.
People are upset.
And they want to blame somebody.
Yeah.
Blame that dude.
It's solely his.
He did a horrible thing.
It is solely on him. Yeah.
Nobody would have got hurt if that dude wouldn't have done what he did.
What's the deal about like ISIS came out and said, "Oh yeah, that was us."
They did?
We did. Oh, absolutely. They're hammering their shoes on the table.
That's the first time.
So, yeah, hell yeah, that was us.
There's zero evidence of it at all. They're like, yeah, no. That was us.
No. Yeah. We
Totally
got
us.
into his head.
Yeah, that was us.
Yeah.
No. Like they'll probably they'll try to take credit for it like
yeah.
normal, which most of the time, yeah, it has been something like that, but I don't think this one's gonna be that like that. I think this one's just gonna be a super depressed dude or had some kind of issue going on where he was like, well, today's gonna be the day.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
And they may already know, because you know how it goes. You know a lot of this stuff within 72 hours, but it might take 2 months to come out. Yeah, because there's going to be an autopsy. There's going to be a tox report. We're going to find out if he was drunk, if he was.
Well, that and the FBI is going to go back to this dude's first grade report card.
Absolutely.
And start digging.
Well, they already have, yeah.
I'm sure. They've brought it up. Somebody's mentioned something. So, yeah, they'll come out.
His brother didn't help at all.
What did he say?
His brother like, no, we never saw anything.
That's the thing that I don't.
Yeah, and then his girlfriend's family was like, no, we didn't trust him, man. He was weird. Dude was straight up, flat out weird. We didn't want him to have anything to do with our family.
Wow.
Yeah. So
there you
brother's
go.
like, but you know how that goes.
Yeah.
They might have been.
Well, he grew up the same way or in the same family. So he's seen that dude act that way his entire life.
Yeah.
So that's his normal.
And they could be estranged or whatever. And
absolutely.
Yeah, you kind of protecting the family name. I don't know.
Yeah.
No one does yet.
No.
Well, a few people are a little ahead
of
the game.
Well, they have some of the story because you're never going to know the whole thing because that dude's dead. But yeah, that sucks. It really does. It's fucking terrible. Terrible.
It does. But that I started all that by talking about that bump stock thing. Is that something that you purchase? Is that a thing I go and ask for a bump stock and buy it, or is it something I have to manufacture?
Most guys will either try to do it themselves, I think, or you can purchase those. I don't know off the top of my head without looking it up real quick if those are restricted.
Yeah, let's go ahead and give the website where they can get those. No.
No, let me see. I think they're restricted now. They weren't initially, but I think the ATF, as soon as they saw dudes on YouTube busting those things out, they're like, "Nah, we won't put a halt to all that." Same thing with the way around it now, which I think is just so ridiculous.
There's a workaround even.
Well,
to that?
not for bump stocks, but for short barreled rifles. Yeah, here we go. This is gonna be how does it work? Why is it dangerous? Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I think it's restricted by the ATF. I'm not for sure. But it's like how you can buy a pistol now, like an AR pistol. So it's a short-barreled AR, but there's no stock on it. Now you can buy what they call an arm brace. So what it is it's either like a flattened, I've seen like super flattened out stocks, or one that you literally, the design is supposed to be, you're supposed to like literally strap it to your forearm for better stability. For shooting, and that's legal. The moment you shoulder
so you don't drop it when the blood makes everything slippery.
Yeah,
it doesn't slip out of your hand.
Something.
Holy smokes!
Anyway, as soon as you shoulder it, it becomes a short barrel rifle.
Okay.
Now, tell me, dude's going to buy those pistols and not shoulder that weapon.
Yeah,
maybe not on a YouTube video, but that's how they're shooting that gun.
Yeah,
and that's how they're carrying around in backpacks. Which, hey, man, I don't blame you. If you, especially a situation like that, like Las Vegas, all for it, man. If you who knows? Like people say, well, this guy was 32, whatever, 30 floors up.
32, yeah.
What can you do? Didn't know where it was coming from. Like, okay, sure, but you have one of those Second Amendment dudes rocking a backpack with a folding stock AR in his bag. He could put back some suppressive fire, maybe. Get lucky, hit dude, save a couple lives. You never know. But
yeah, well, you get into all that, and you start thinking the
slippery
way
slope.
I do it. Well, of
Slippery
course
slope.
it is. When you're returning fire,
sure,
into the side of a glass building.
Well,
that's just that's scary.
That's where I would have preferred which I don't know why they don't do this anyway, especially with the stadium bombings and crap like that. Snipers, man. You know?
Yeah.
Go to your local PDs and your SOs or even federal guys. Hey, we'll cut you a contract just for the show. Supply a couple guys for us if you don't mind. I would be hard pressed to tell them if you had 5 or 6 snipers.
Some counter sniper guys.
5 or 6 snipers on the rim or outside of that venue that they wouldn't have taken care of that situation fairly quickly.
Yeah.
Maybe not saved every life, but dramatically changed it.
With a crowd of 22,000 people, that there was a police presence.
Absolutely.
There had to be.
100%.
I wonder if all those feet were on the ground.
But probably that, I would assume. You're going to have a lot of dudes.
Horseback.
A lot of dudes on foot. Probably not a ton of guys up monitoring that.
No.
Now, there might have been. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I would assume that if there were, they could have. Because you're going to see a lot of muzzle flash from that area.
Mm-hmm.
If he's at that rate of fire, you're going to see something happening. Especially if you can kind of, I guess, pinpoint where it's coming from a little bit, which it might be difficult with all those people and you're not really seeing where the bullets are coming from. But if you start seeing flashes from a certain window, especially if you're a sniper who's trained to observe at a pretty high level, might have taken care of that faster than.
Have you seen the picture that's been going around of there's a guy there? They say it's from that night.
Yeah.
And there's people like ducking on the ground, getting down, staying close to the ground. And this guy's standing there with a beer in his hand, and he's flipping off up toward the building, up where the dude is shooting at. He's just standing there with a beer, flipping off the shooter. Yep. And everybody around him is taking cover, running. He's just, nope.
These colors don't run.
I came here to see Jason Aldean.
I came to see me some Aldean. I'm going to see it. Come on, mother. He's like, what's your mother?
I got friends in.
He's like, hang on, I'm going to finish this and come deal with all that.
Yeah. I'll be with you in a minute.
Yeah, dude. No, that's funny. But, God, man. That's
not a funny situation.
No, not even a little bit, but that's funny.
That's what we do.
That's funny, though. I will say that. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Especially if it's not Photoshop. If that's real, goddamn, man.
Yeah.
Not only do you have balls of steel, bro, but holy shit, is that hilarious.
Yeah.
To just being like, well, fuck it.
And he looked fully hammered, too.
I'm sure he had to be.
To the side.
Had to be, dude.
Yeah.
Because all of your normal instincts of preservation, of life preservation, he's just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Boom.
He didn't know. He's expecting Johnny Depp to come down a zip line in that stupid-ass pirate uniform he's been wearing for 18 years. That's all he was expecting. Whoa, this is the best show ever.
Yeah, man. Oh, that's crazy.
I'm sick.
I know you are, dude. I know. I can tell. Okay. All right. We're tracking. We're good. We're good. That's a heavy topic today, man.
Yeah, it is. Sorry about that.
No, it's all right.
I think I got us into that. Didn't mean to go that route, but that's what's on everybody's mind. That's what everybody's talking about. So
yeah, might as well.
We might as well touch it. Touch it.
Cory,
touch it.
You and your relax the kids and
touch it.
Show me on the doll.
It rubs the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you something. Joe Dirt might not have been, Citizen Kane, but that scene where the Buffalo Bill sequence, phenomenal. All right, broken record. Puts the lotion on his skin. Yeah, and then he gets his auto trader. I mean, come on, just beautiful. And then they just keep it going the rest of the movie. I heard some weird stuff happen with you and that Buffalo Bill guy. Why does everybody keep saying that? Nothing happened. Dude.
Dang.
It's just beautiful. Beautiful. I haven't seen the second one yet, man. Have you seen it?
No, I've not seen the second one.
I got to check it out. I'm always worried, man, about those. Super Troopers 2 coming out. Just worried, man. I'm worried. The first one's good.
I imagine that's pretty strong.
I think that one's gonna be because I know they had a little Indiegogo thing going on where they were doing like fans could fund the movie, and they had certain benchmarks. So they brought back, I believe, almost everybody from the first one, if not everyone, because they hit their certain money marks that they needed.
Okay.
So I think everyone's back. So, which is good.
I had heard a rumor. I thought Brian Cox died. Guess not.
I don't think so.
No, he's in it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He's in it.
Still kicking. But yeah, I would have. Yeah,
I heard that.
If you would have told me that, I'd be like, nah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't have thought a second about it. I'd be like, yeah, it sucks. Too bad for him.
Tom Petty.
Yeah, man. I was gonna say.
What about TP?
That seemed like, dude, so quick.
He just did a concert,
and it wasn't even. It didn't even seem like that big of a deal. I'm sure it has been. I don't watch a lot of news.
Well, look at when it happened. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I was like, yeah, Tom Petty died, and then you know what I mean. Like it just went on to the next thing.
Yeah.
I was like, well, he was like, I would assume if you're gonna put him in like music, in the music world, he's got to be as big as Prince.
Sure, of course.
Right?
A different. I mean, they don't have an audience
music,
crossover,
right? No doubt about it. But
yeah, sure.
But just as popular, I would assume.
Around longer,
forever.
Around longer.
Tom's been around. For sure longer because he started before Prince and still doing
it's
concerts.
Like you said though, it's like one of our top rock and roll stars died yesterday. About these bump stocks.
Yeah, dude, that's kind of what it seemed like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which I'm not like a huge Tom Petty fan anyway, but
no, I haven't. I don't own anything.
Yeah, neither do I. But yeah,
I know him. I know who he is.
You guys hang out.
The
one time
we text. Well, we did.
Texted. Yeah, we used to text.
Those ended all of a sudden. Guy goes getting attacked by his heart a little bit.
And now look at him. So
I don't know if that was an
standoffish.
undiagnosed thing. I haven't heard. I don't know
either. That'd be another one of those things.
No. I
Autopsy.
believe somebody did say it was a heart issue.
It was a heart. Yeah.
That he had been having.
I would assume he was up there. He's 70s. Right?
No, 60. I think 66. He wasn't 70s yet.
Well, that's close.
Yeah.
But that still seems really young. But you never know, man. Drug use, potential, I don't know what his eating habits were like.
Yeah, man.
Did he exercise?
Their eating.
Who knows?
Their eating habits, their sleeping habits, their
a lot of that
traveling.
A lot of that can be just horrible. So you never know. Just not good. It's not good, man. Just not a lot of positivity going on right now. It's Halloween coming up, though. That's fun.
It is. I don't have anything Halloweeny on my board here.
Don't worry about it.
I'm trying to get rid of I'm trying to listen up to all these before we get rid of them. Uh-oh.
You got something coming?
Yeah.
What kind of I was kind of wondering what it would sound like. I don't know if I've ever heard you sneeze before. I think I have, but it's not one of those things you really pay attention to unless it's super crazy.
Well, a guy as healthy as me,
it's rare.
You don't really get that.
It's rare.
Often.
Sure.
That's
how you breathe.
But my wife, when she gets, I can get a little passive aggressive-y. I know that's a big surprise.
No.
So my wife, when she gets one of these things going, it's just
okay. Yeah.
Seriously, it's like hours of that, and I'm like, baby, can I get you one of these? Can I get you a napkin or a Kleenex or something? Another room to go to? Can I get you anything? Can I go? I will go get you some medicine right now. What would you like? Something for no? She never wants anything. Just yep,
dude.
And you wonder why I sleep with a box fan 3 inches from my head at full blast.
There's nothing worse than like little things like that too when it's like completely silent.
Yeah.
The worst, man, for me is in the morning. Like if I have to eat breakfast with another person, especially that's having like cereal, I'll want to kill them.
Yeah.
And it's not even their fault, man. I just like
it's the spoon sound hitting the teeth.
The spoon.
Yeah.
There's slurping, there's chewing. There's God. It's the worst. It's the worst thing.
Now, are you with your cereal? You eat the dry cereals?
I eat all cereals, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
You put the milk in.
Yes.
Okay. Are you the guy that sucks the milk out of the cereal and then chews the cereal?
No.
Do you know this person?
No.
Yeah.
Horrible. That
It's
sounds
horrible.
awful.
Yeah.
You add that to the lexicon of sounds coming out of somebody doing that.
They put it in and then the chewing and then after sucking all the milk out of the.
No.
It's horrible.
Yeah, I know. See, it's so weird that you mentioned that.
And I'm not putting that one on my wife. She doesn't do that.
No, but it doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't. You don't even have to do that. If it's just normal, you could eat a pancake in the morning, and if there's no ambient noise to cover that up, I'm gonna want to punch somebody.
Yep.
I can't. I don't know what it is. It just weirds me out. And I know I'm making the same noises to them. I don't know if they're annoyed, but I know why TVs weren't invented. To drown all that shit out,
right?
Dude.
Yeah.
Or just music.
Yeah.
Have to.
Or the microwave being loud.
Something.
Yes, something.
Yeah, just give me something else. Something to cover up some of that, man.
I'm right there with you.
Because I can't do it. I'd much rather just eat breakfast alone.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. Make my own noises.
Yeah. Not offend anybody. No one is getting on my nerves. Yeah, dude.
What worries you more? You being offended or offending someone else? Which type are you?
It'd be hard pressed to really offend me. I don't get offended by much. So probably me offending somebody else.
Well, how about assaulted then? Your senses.
My sense is assaulted.
Senses, you're pretty touchy.
It just depends on what it is. If it's that, then there's almost nothing. That's the one thing that always sticks out to me, man. If there's like an annoyance, it's that for me. Just like people eating food. If there's no other noise, just can't do it.
I don't like zipper sounds real close to me. You know
Really?
what I'm saying? Like behind me, or
sure, yeah,
or real close.
Gets the spidey senses tingling a little bit. Yeah, you're like something's about to happen and it doesn't sound good.
I don't.
So you wear a lot of button clothes,
some button downs,
button pants, with the fly button.
Well, we're out here, and it's the hook. They use that hook thing.
Yeah.
The Amish people do. They don't really. They use some buttons, but mostly it's that hook and loop.
It's probably a little bit more secure.
I don't know.
But see, buttons, you can repair those in the field.
You're talking about some sounds. There's some quiet sounds with those folks sometimes. Yeah, there's some.
Yeah, silence. Just stoic folk, the Amish. Not a lot of personality, seems like, until you start mixing in the spirits. Then things go down.
No. You know what? I have to back you way up on the. Now they are quiet around you for months, but then when you reach a certain trust and comfort level, oh no, it's just grab ass. It's just they just trying to make each other laugh. They're idiots just like us, just trying to make each other laugh. No, wait, it's almost like, I don't know if you've ever seen one of those commercials where the cows are like out, they're playing volleyball and stuff like that, and then they'll be like car, and then they'll all be standing there like just like cows, just chewing. That's what Amish people are like exactly. They're on the lookout for English people because they won't do anything. They'll be hands in the lap, looking straight forward when there's anybody around. But then, man, it's just when there's nobody around, it's cut up time. They're loud.
What you're describing to me, this is what it sounds like to me, is that the Amish culture is a prison. And the English people are the wardens, or like the guards, man. They come around.
Yeah.
They leave.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about like that.
Yeah.
It's about like that. And I found out about that. What's it called? When the young kids go off on their Rumspringa. Yeah, I found out more about that. There's not a certain age,
right? And
it lasts longer than you think.
Really?
Yeah, it's not just a
party,
you get 6 weeks to go out and so you. It's not like that. It can be years.
Really?
There are Amish kids. Yeah, the one guy that I know really well told me there are some Amish kids that have had cars, and have had those cars for several years. And then gave them up
to go back.
Yeah. Yeah, still live at home, still, because that's what I thought. I thought, well, they had to go out. They go out and away. No, they don't go anywhere. They stay at home if they want, or they can go somewhere if they want. But the parents don't kick them out.
No, yeah, that's what I always was told.
No,
that was the little rumor that they had to like leave the community.
Yeah,
to go do your thing. If you wanted to come back, you could, or you just cut off.
No,
that's
not correct.
See,
I thought the same thing.
I'm learning all
I've
kinds
asked
of
all
stuff.
those questions.
Yeah, man. Because how do you know? You got to ask them. You hear all these things. You're like, I wonder what's true.
Yeah, it took me a long time to start asking him things.
Well, sure, man. You got to build.
Once I did, man, it was
floodgates open.
Oh man, yeah,
dude.
I know everything now.
So you could be like, you could write a book.
Ask me a question about the Amish.
All right, let's see.
I'll tell you right now.
At what age do most Amish men lose their virginity? Go.
17. That's when they're allowed to date.
Really?
Yeah.
So
you don't date. You don't even think about dating until you're 17.
They're thinking about it for sure.
They're thinking about it all the time.
You're a man.
Mm-hmm.
You're a man.
Yeah. They joke about it too.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
Everyone does, man.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me. Throw whatever kind of thing you're in, whatever you're involved in.
They go to school until 8th grade. That's it.
Right, I do know
done.
that. I knew that.
You're done at 8th grade.
Yep. A lot of dental issues too, right here.
There can be.
I don't believe in the dentist.
Yeah.
They get teeth pulled.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what that's about, but
I think there are some that have some vanity to them. Dude, there's this kid. Man, oh man, I wouldn't want my wife going too close to him because he's. I don't mean that. I trust her, but this kid's he's probably 23 or 24. Looks exactly like Keanu Reeves.
No way.
Like back at that time
when
he was that age.
That's awesome.
He looks exactly like him.
Have you ever shown him a Keanu Reeves movie?
No.
You need to.
No. He's one that I see on the outskirts. I see him a lot, but I see him on the outskirts of different things that I'm doing with my
you've
my crew.
You've never made contact with
No,
him.
he doesn't
What if he
come
like
to see me for anything.
How cool. But like an Amish version.
Oh man.
I can't even mimic.
I
can't even mimic that. Can't even mimic it.
Yeah.
That would be awesome if he sounded like an Amish Keanu Reeves and looked like him. God, does it get better? John Wick, the Amish.
Oh man,
come on, bro. That movie writes itself.
They are well aware of that whole Amish mafia thing.
They
love it.
I'm sure they do.
They love talking about it, and they know some of the characters that are on that show. Yeah, they absolutely love that. They think it's so funny.
I bet.
Some of that stuff.
I bet.
We were talking about that just the other day, me and a guy named Joe Yoder, of course.
Shocker there.
Yeah. One of his favorite scenes was one of my favorite, where these two guys who had pie carts, one set his pie cart up and the other came and said it was his domain, his area to sell pies there.
His corner.
So they're arguing about it. And then the enforcer comes, man. This big, buff dude, I mean, clearly an actor, comes in and he's dressed all in his stuff. And he has a baseball bat and he just destroys this other guy's pie cart. And he's like, Jim, do you think anything like that can happen? He said, I know the guy wasn't Amish. He said, but how can they do that? I said, Joe, I promise you, I know enough about that. And I saw the episode that you're talking about. And I guarantee you there was at least one, if not two or three police officers standing just behind the camera, working security for the shoot that day. Yeah.
With all the actors.
Yes.
Those three actors.
Yeah. And he's like, no, serious? I said, yeah, guaranteed. Because somebody would have called a guy bashing another dude's
Well, if they
car.
saw him, if they drove by, for sure.
911, it would, yeah.
Now, but that's one thing about the Amish, man. They handle that stuff internally, bro.
Yes, they do.
They're like,
Yes, sir, they do.
No.
Yep.
That's old school, man. You'll disappear. They'll just, who? Never heard of them.
Yeah, they won't even say he moved or anything. They won't even say like, no, he went to Lancaster. They'll be just like, I know not of who you speak.
Nope.
English?
Never heard of them.
No.
Better check yourself out. Yeah. Can't see outside what you don't have, man.
You cannot.
Please. It's no body, no crime.
Well, unfortunately, I have to go
Yeah,
get
I gotta,
some
I gotta pick
medication.
up my, pick up my
You got
kid.
stuff going on. Yeah. Well, this wasn't our funniest show. There was a little
some
heavy.
laughs.
We had a couple
The pedophile
chuckles.
joke at the beginning, hilarious. I'm gonna say that was good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Something else we're going to start doing on the show. I guess we could talk about this privately, but I want the people to know we both have individual things going on.
Yeah.
I think we're going to start letting people know about those things so they can follow us. It's not that we're on competing teams or anything. You do different things. I do different things. And
then we come together and make beautiful
come
music.
together. Yes, that's absolutely right.
Where's the cue the Lionel?
Oh, we have
all night long.
all night. We are going to have MMA fighter Jason Renegade Ryan coming up.
Nickname.
He has a fight coming up in December, I believe, December 2nd. He got a hold of me, and we're gonna set up
and my wife's
some time. What? Your son and your wife's birthdays on the same day? Mind blown.
I know. Crazy.
That's unbelievable.
Makes it easy for me, man.
Why?
One birthday.
No. Yeah, we'll see how that works out for you.
Well, respectively, I handle it, as individual, but I'm the same day, so there's not a lot of. It's hard for you to forget that, Let
me tell you something. If I was one of those people who, and I know a couple of them who had a birthday on December 24th, don't short me, man. Don't short me. I better see a cake.
Yeah, dude.
I better see a cake and presents on December 24th.
There was an episode. Some show did that, but it was Christmas birthday.
Oh.
Wow, they were all depressed and shit.
On Christmas Day?
Because that happens. You know what I mean? But that's got to suck, dude. Because you're like, your birthday? Jesus. That's not even accurate. You know that. He wasn't born in December. Records show it was, July?
All I ask you to do... Cory's Conspiracy Corner.
The tail end of it.
All I ask you to do is love somebody.
I know my
Thanks
theology.
for listening. If you like what you heard, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, Point 19 Productions, and to our podcast through iTunes or Stitcher. As always, we ask you help support the show by liking, commenting, and sharing our content. For up-to-date information regarding the B Team, head to thebteamwithcoryandjim.com.